Before you click off this video and before you write it off and say, what are you talking about, Andrew? What are you doing? Just give it a listen. Give it just a couple minutes and then let me know. So the Eagles just beat the Saints. Trevor Siemian led Saints team that is not good, not great. I mean, Trevor Siemian as a quarterback is just terrible. And the Eagles did what they were supposed to do and beat Trevor Siemian. That's a theme of this video, a theme of what I'm going to talk about, and the reason why the Philadelphia Eagles will make the 2021-2022 NFL playoffs this season. Here's why. So with this win today, the Eagles are now 5-6. They've won 2 in a row. They beat the Broncos last week, so that's called a winning streak. Ever heard of it, Eagles fans? Yes, it does happen.
That's 2 in a row. That's called a winning streak. It has happened before.
So 2 in a row right now for the Birds, and their schedule. This is the big part of why the Eagles have a shot at making the playoffs. Their remaining schedule is as easy as it could be, pretty much, essentially. Starting off in the beginning of the season, it was difficult. You played the Chiefs, you played the Bucs. But now looking at this schedule, the Eagles play the Giants, the Jets, the football team, then the Giants again, then the football team, and they conclude with the Dallas Cowboys at home. So you play all, basically, essentially, all your division games in the next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all your division games in the next 6 weeks or so. And that's the season. That's really the difference of if the Eagles are going to make the playoffs or if they're not going to make the playoffs. Jalen Hurts on offense has led the charge using his legs. He's made the right reads in the passing game. And then, oh my gosh, Nick Sirianni running the football. Who would have thought that running the football would work for this team? Credit to Jordan Howard. Credit to Boston Scott. Miles Sanders came back this week and has looked... He's looked okay up and down. He hasn't secured the football, which has been a problem with Miles Sanders. The offensive line has done a nice job getting guys back like Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata have been huge for this offensive line. And then Jason Kelce is just a one-man wrecking crew. Shout out Jason Kelce, the heart and soul of this Eagles team. Love him. And then the defense has played a lot better, gotten better. Big play Slay. Darius Slay has stepped up big time. He's been huge. TJ Edwards has seen a lot of improvement in his game, both with interceptions in today's game against the Saints. That is what you want to see moving forward, more takeaways. So the next reason why the Eagles are going to make the playoffs is because the teams in front of them in the playoff picture in the NFC. Looking at who's around them, you have the Panthers, who just lost to the football team today, so they're now 5-6. Technically, the Eagles are in front of the Panthers because they did beat them, so that tiebreaker does go to the Eagles. And then the 49ers are also in that picture. They're 5-5. They beat the Eagles. The Vikings are also 5-5. So they just lost to the Packers today. And those are the teams kind of around the Eagles. And then also the team that is in the playoff picture right now is the Saints. So the Saints and the Vikings are at the 6th and the 7th spot currently right now. And the Saints just lost the Eagles. The Eagles took care of them. Now the Saints don't have a lot of their weapons. They don't have famous Jameis Winston. They don't have Alvin Kamara. So they didn't have a ton of their weapons today, but the Eagles took care of business. They beat the teams that they should beat, and that's really all you need to do to get to a winning record this year and be in a position to basically, essentially, be in the playoffs. And that's what it is. Even if you split with the Giants, let's say hypothetically, they go 1-1. They win one game against the Giants, they lose one game. They beat the Jets, that means they're 2-1. They beat the football team once, and then they lose the football team once. Let's just say, worst case scenario, they're still 3-2. So at that rate, right now, they'd be 8-8, and then it comes down to the Cowboys. And if they can beat the Cowboys at home, the Cowboys already have the division locked up. Maybe they don't play everyone that's supposed to play. The Eagles win that game. They go 9-8. I think that if they go 10-7, then they're definitely going to make the playoffs. But if they go 9-8, I think there is still a shot that this team makes the playoffs, considering based on those teams in front of them, how they're going to do. And then you also have the tiebreaker against the Panthers. So you have the tiebreaker now against two teams, not only the Panthers, but you have it against the Saints. You don't have it against the 49ers, but you have it against two of those three teams, which bodes well for your football team right now. Am I being irrational? Am I overreacting? Let me know down below. Let me know what you think of this team. Yes, they do have a first-year head coach. Yes, they're young and inexperienced in some positions. But I think because of the schedule, where this lines up, and the way that they're playing right now with the confidence on offense and defense, even on defense, they have that shot and they have that ability to make the playoffs. Beat the teams you're supposed to beat, win the games you're supposed to win, control the controllables. And yes, knowing that this is Philly sports, some crazy things will happen along the way. That goes without being said. but I think the Eagles have a good enough shot to make the playoffs, secure a spot, just get in there and see what happens. So that'll do it for this video of me being an irrational Philly sports fan. Once again, for the Philadelphia Eagles, the Eagles, are they good? Are they a team that can contend for the playoffs? Can they make the playoffs? Let me know what you think down below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. That always helps out the channel. And if you're new, consider subscribing. We're doing a lot of sports talk, a lot of skits, a lot of short films. All that stuff is on here on the channel. Would love to have you subscribe. That would really help me out as well. So that'll do it for me. I'll catch you all in the next video as always, and I'm out. Peace.